Welcome to the video. I'm doing this video to help people that are struggling to pass the time trial at Laguna Seca Raceway for the American Regional License in Ride 4. I searched the internet and couldn't find a video that actually shows an actual time trial using the Harley-Davidson 750, which is required for this time trial. So I'll be using that motorcycle today. You'll notice in the upper right-hand corner, this is my best time of 1:17:458. That's the time trial I would have liked to show you, but for some reason it didn't record. So I did another time trial that will actually serve two purposes. First, it will show you that yes, you can take the default 750 and pass this test. And number two, it will show you that you can have penalties in a time trial and still pass. Some people say you can't do that, but yes, you can. So first, let's take a look at the bike setup. On the bike suspension, I put the front shocks down to 0, the rear shocks up to number 9. On the transmission, the only thing you're allowed to change is the final ratio, which I moved down to number 2. That'll give you quicker acceleration. The next thing I changed was the calibration on the brakes and throttle. I set both of them to aggressive. And lastly, I made some changes to the rider's age page. First, I put physics on simplified, because there's no way in the world a new rider can have it on realistic and expect to pass this trial. Next thing, set the transmission to semi-automatic. Automatic brakes turned off, joint brakes turned off, ABS off. The reason I turned ABS off is so that you can do a power slide. The power slide is much like drifting a car, except instead of using the rear wheels to spin the motorcycle tires and cause you to skid into a drift, you actually grab the rear brake really hard and lock it up, and the rear wheel will start skidding, causing the bike to turn faster. And that allows you to stay on the track coming out of the turn. Off-track help is on, tucked in is automatic, and I have the ideal trajectory guide on. There are 3 collars associated with this trajectory. Red, which means that you're going too fast for that part of the track. Yellow means be careful, you're almost too fast. And blue means you're good to go. As a general rule, in the turns, it should be yellow, sometimes red. Rewind is off by default. Here are 7 screenshots to help you out. In the lower right-hand corner, you use the D-pad to cycle through the options: AW, anti-wheelie, EB, engine braking, TCS, traction control system. Turn all them to 0. Beside that is a green vertical, which is the throttle. The next over is a red vertical, lower half, which is the rear brake. Upper half is the front brake. Both those are red. All right, that takes care of the setups. Now I'm going to start the video, and I'll be pointing some things out as I go through it. Hope it helps you out. Okay, if you'll notice the upper right corner of the screen, my best time of 1:17.4. All right, as we head out through here, full throttle, get to the top of the hill. I'm going to be looking on the right side for the 150 mile marker. There, I'm going to go off the throttle, go full brakes down into the turn. All right, that's about right now. And get to the turn off the front brake. I'm still holding rear brake and blipping the throttle. I missed my trajectory mark, got back on it. It's yellow, meaning I'm going a little bit too fast through here. And it's even showing a little red, so I'm really going hot through this area here. Now, top center of the screen, you'll notice the time, 27.2. That's a good time for that segment. Going down here, looking for the red bridge, and we'll go off the throttle, both brakes again through the turn, let off the front brake, and here we go, back onto the throttle. It's blue, I'm yellow, I'm gaining speed. Okay, I'm going pretty fast through here. Got to be careful with this turn here. And I turned too quickly, ran off the track, going to get penalized, but I am not going to get disqualified. All right, under the bridge, off the throttle, on both brakes, looking for my turn into the corkscrew, and I missed it. I'm off the track, and I'm going to get penalized. Okay, I'm getting penalized for running off the track, but I'm not going to get disqualified. You'll notice here, when the time comes up, it's showing that I have a best time on that run of 1:16.847. Add to that my penalty times of 0.414. That gives me a total time of 117.261, which is still below the time trial requirement, and I beat it by 0.239 seconds. So folks, if you get a penalty, don't quit. Don't quit. Good luck.